Sports Video Group is coming to you from the 2016 Rio Summer Olympic Games. Brandon Costa reporting for SVG. We're at the studio of TV2 Norway here in Olympic Park with Jens Knudsen. Jens, thanks for taking a couple minutes in a busy show for you guys.
It is. It's been a hectic time so far and got another week to go.
Now, as we were talking about earlier, you're very much a big Winter Olympics nation. Summer Olympics, a little different. So what has the operation been like here overall, and how are you guys servicing your fans back home in Norway?
Well, the medal count is not the same in the Summer Olympics for Norway, but the interest back home is still quite big.
Sure.
So we're doing 2 open-to-air channels, 24/7. The have to be 24/7 to do recap in the morning due to the time difference between Norway and Brazil. On top of that, we're doing an OTT solution. So we have a total about 12 channels on the OTT as well. So it's a fairly large setup for a small country of 5 million people.
Sure. Now, you were comparing previous Olympics, Sochi being one of them, and how more resources continue to shift home in the at-home production workflow. How much more has that shifted for you this year? How diverse is the crew here versus what you have back in the homeland?
We've managed to cut the on-site operation from 89 people down to 60 people. Okay. With the ENG crew, we're using our vests to bring the material home, not editing on-site, but editing at home. We're taking the MDS into our MAM system, marrying that to the metadata from the BDF, so everything's searchable. We've split up the production a lot more. None of the productions are completed in Rio, but they go to through a control room back in Norway. So we can do 30% of the production on site, and we finish up with the graphics and the rest of the staff back home.
Now, again, you got a very cool studio here in the middle of Olympic Park. You can see all of the fans here milling about, a bunch of venues in the background. You're also making the most out of a relatively small space here. You got a cool augmented reality system here. Why don't you kind of give us a little quick tour through the room?
Yeah, sure. It's a 4-camera setup. The most important part is the crane from Electric Friends. That gives us the opportunity to add augmented graphics onto the set. The crane is mechanical augmented, not optical, so it's been very, very stable so far. We have 2 or 3 remotely operated cameras, telemetrics pedestals, operated with a Radamec control panel. The staff in the studio is actually only 4 people. We have a crane operator, we have a camera control operator who also does the CCU and controls the polarizing setup. We have polarizing filters on the windows, and we have a polarizing setup here on filter on each lens. And if you look here, Stian, kan du lukke 4? If you look here, we can then control how much sun we are getting into the set. Wow. So that allows us to kind of use a lot less lighting in the studio, keep it, and everything's just easier.
Sure. We appreciate the custom SVG logo there. Thank you very much for that.
You're most welcome.
All right. Well, fantastic work. And again, Jens, thanks a lot for taking the time with us, and good luck with the entire rest of the games.
Thank you.
All right. For more of Sports Video Group's coverage of the 2016 Rio Summer Olympic Games, you can visit us online at sportsvideo.org.